Hey everybody, how are you? It's Chris. So for today's reading, so those of you who are new to my YouTube videos, what we do is we read out the Daily Reflections, which is a recovery book written by people in recovery, for people in recovery. So it's really good, the topic today. So I really want to get started because I'm excited. I read it. Okay, bad on me, but I read it when I was driving, and I was like, man, I gotta pull over before it gets dark outside because I don't want to do it in the dark today. So here we go. Today is June 16, and the title says Open-Mindedness. We have found that God does not make too hard terms with those who seek Him. To us, the realm of the Spirit is broad, roomy, all-inclusive, never exclusive, or forbidding to those who earnestly seek. It is open, we believe, to all men. And that's As Bill Sees It, page 7. Open-mindedness to concepts of a higher power can open doors to the spirit. Often I find the human spirit in various dogmas and faiths. I can be spiritual in the sharing of myself. The sharing of self joins me to the human race and brings me closer to God as I understand Him. I love this reading. When I read it, I was like, man, I gotta pull over. I want to talk about it already. I want to share about it. What do you want to share about it, Chris? Well, I don't, I guess for me, it's the excitement of being part of something that has really opened my mind, my heart, and my eyes to this new idea of having a higher power in my life, which I was open to it, but I never really understood it. And I never thought that I could be a part of it because that's just the way I was brought up, right? People told me certain things that it wasn't really God talking, it was them talking. So, but I didn't know any better. So I took those things as things that for real, things that were true. So I absorbed all that hate. I absorbed all that church hurt. I absorbed all that, the personal opinion of what a person of God looks like. So all that stuff, I absorbed it and I took it into my life, not knowing any better, right? And I'm so grateful that I belong to a program that tells me, Chris, look around, search, research it. Research this God thing. You're not sure what it is, go research it. If you don't like it, go research another one. Right? You don't like that one, go research another one. And this video bite to some of you watching who are true Christians and don't believe in this and don't believe in that, I might get some hate mail. I don't know. Come on, bring it. If you want to send me hate mail, go ahead. But here's the deal. Here's the thing for me. Until I became so willing and so open-minded to try this God thing, I had to search. And on the other side of my search is humans interpreting the word, humans being people of God or not, humans being part of my life, right? Being part of the human race was one of the greatest gifts in my search for peace, in my search for serenity, in my search for recovery, in my search for meaning of my life, right? Is where I found humans who were a part of my story. Some were just for a minute, some for a moment, some for years. And today, the people I have in my life that are part of my story, my recovery, man, they just bring life to me. Before my hair's messed up white because I forgot to put product in it, but that's okay. I was kind of hanging out in my bed, and I'm thinking that I gotta just preserve energy, right? Because I have 2 jobs and I gotta preserve my energy. And then something came over me and said, "No, Chris, you're wasting your energy laying here doing nothing with your life. Get up and go do what you like to do best. Go carry the message. Go be amongst your people. Go make people laugh. Go tell jokes. Go help somebody. Go do what you're good at, what you love to do." What I love to do more than anything is to be a part of people's lives. And I've been searching that all my life, but I felt so excluded because of my race, because of my poverty, because of my my homosexuality. Let's get to it. That's what it was. And plus a lot of things that happened to me as a kid, that I felt that those things were excluded because of all these ideas that people were telling me. Well, if you're like this, then blah, blah, blah. And if you're like this, well, blah, blah. Well, guess what? I was all those things. Some of it was my choice and some of it was not my choice. You know, things were done to me that shouldn't have been done to me. So they took things away from me that shouldn't have been taken away from me. But that's okay. So part of my world took it away, and the other part says that because I don't got it, I can't be part of. So I was like stuck in this world of me believing, me thinking that could never have God in my life, that I could never have a God, that the God that I wanted was the wrong God, the way that I wanted to live my life was always wrong. Man, and I just fell into this spirit of being lost, of not being whole. And man, I almost went there. For those of you who have been watching my videos, man, I felt like these past couple of days, like lost, man. I felt like trapped. I felt unloved, unworthy, not good enough. All these things were starting just to come over me. Because why? Because I started to feel like, Chris, if you don't have this, that, if you don't have this, that. And you know that the more that I shared it with people, the more that I found that there's a lot of people on the verge of where I am. There's a lot of people going through the same thing. There's people that I know today that don't care how much money I make. There's people that I know today that don't care about some of the stuff that happened to me when I was a kid. They care about me as I am right now. They care about this Chris that shows up to work, that shows up with a good attitude, that's full of ideas, that's full of zest. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. I'm full of zest. Why? Because, and I want to talk about that a little bit, because I was thinking about this on my way to here, to where I could get to share with you guys. I was thinking about, for the last couple of years, I've been feeling like, where's that zest I used to have for living? Where's that zest for life that I used to have? And today I heard God tell me that zest is within you. You have it within you. Get up. I need you, Chris. I need you to go out into the world and do what you do. Chris, I need you. Laying here, feeling sorry for yourself does not give you life. Sorry, I can't focus. I don't know where the camera is. But, I felt like God was telling me, I can't give you life, Chris. If you're just laying there, I need you to go out into the world and tell people. Just tell people about life. Tell people about recovery. Tell people about what you know how to do. I can tell people about a lot of things. Why? Because I know a lot of things. I can't tell people about things that I don't know how to do. But the things that I do know how to do, I can tell people. And I can tell people today that the best way to find a higher power that works, the best way to find a life that works, the best way to find God in everything is to just go out there and search, to be open-minded. It says right here, we found that God does not make too hard of terms with those who seek him. God does not make too hard of terms. People do, right? But not God. He just says, to those who seek him. To us, the realm of the Spirit is broad, roomy, all-inclusive, never excluding or forbidden to those who earnestly seek him. In other words, if I'm out there seeking him, it's broad. As I shared with you, there's a lot of people in the same situation that I'm in right now. Right? They're struggling bad with it. Really, really bad. And I was too. Yesterday I was in the dumps, right? But today, I said, I prayed. And I called on my prayer warriors to pray for me. I was seeking the solution. And I said, God, I'll do whatever. I'll go wherever. I'll live wherever. But I just don't want to be homeless. But everything else, I give it all to you. I give it all to you, God. What is it that you want me to do with my life today? And before you know it, I was like looking around. I was like, man, that sky's beautiful. Man, Those trees are beautiful. Thank you, God, for the clouds because the sun's not burning my skin at work. Thank you, God, that there's opportunity for me at my other job. Thank you, God, that things are working out. Thank you, God. Man, you don't have cash money in my wallet today? And I didn't have cash money in my wallet yesterday. I ate well today. I contributed to society today. Like, man, what a different life I'm living today than I was yesterday. And it says I can be spiritual in the sharing of myself. Folks, don't take that the wrong way. It's just I'm sharing my gifts, my talents with you guys today. That's what this reading means about sharing of myself. It doesn't mean my body like to use it in any kind of manipulative way. It doesn't mean any negative connotation. This is in the spirit. We're talking about the spirit. We're talking about life here, okay? So it joins me to the human race and brings me closer to God as I understand Him. Do you know, folks, if I've known you, if I know you, if you've been in my life, I want to say thank you because hanging out with you has brought me closer to this God as I understand Him. Hanging out with you has brought me closer to being part of the human race. Hanging out with you has really given me just a new sense of belonging that I never had. Even when I was out there drinking and drugging and I was in a room full of people, man, I felt by myself. And today I don't feel by myself, whether it's just one of you hanging out with me, whether it's over lunch or breakfast, or whether it's a butt dial. Somebody butt dialed me the other day. We had like a really good conversation. I had not talked with that person in a very long time. But you know what? Something made that happen. Something allowed that to happen. And because that person is out there open-minded and I'm open-minded, we made a connection. Why do I know that guy's open-minded? Because he tells me all the time, oh, I just go with the flow. I just do what I just do. I just go where the spirit leads me. Right? And I believe that about him today. So if he's going where the spirit leads him and I'm like, okay, God, whatever you want, guess what? It's going to happen. I'm going to get connected to people who are also on the same path. And if I'm closed-minded, guess what? I'm going to get connected to people who are also closed-minded. Folks, it is up to you. And when you make up your mind to live your life different, you're going to live it different. And for people like me, including myself, I have to make up my mind every single day. Where's the camera? I don't know where the camera is. Sorry. I have to make up my mind every single day to live my life differently. Because the fact that I made up my mind an hour ago, laying in my bed feeling sorry for myself, I made up my mind an hour ago. I said, Chris, get up, get dressed, get going. Go over there, go share your experience, strength, and hope with somebody. Go take those water. Go fulfill a responsibility that you've been putting off. Go. I don't care what you do. Just go do something. I had to make up my mind. And that'll probably get me through tonight and maybe even tomorrow morning. But by tomorrow afternoon, I might have to make up my mind again. Why? Because I cannot live my life today on yesterday's prayers. I cannot live my life today on yesterday's dreams. I cannot live my life today on what I worked yesterday. Today is a new day. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new opportunity. Folks, I am so excited about life right now. I hope it don't wear off. I want to keep this, even if it's for the next 20 minutes. I'm about to walk into a meeting, and if I get a moment, I'm going to go share with them too. Why? Because I love to share with you guys. I have come from some really, really hard times. I have come out of a really, really hard life. I have come out of, some circumstances that were not of my making, but guess what? And circumstances that were of my making. Okay, I'm not in denial about that. I did put myself in a lot of weird things, in a lot of weird situations. But folks, there is hope. There is a solution. There is a life out there worth living. Make up your mind today that you're gonna go live it. I don't care what book you read. Get it. Go get it. My niece is reading a book that I had, that when I read it I couldn't jive with it, but she's reading it and she's getting something out of it. And I tell her, baby girl, keep reading it and get all that you can out of that book. If it gives you life, keep reading it. If your religion gives you life, keep doing it. If what you believe in gives you life, keep believing it. If the people you're hanging around with give you life, keep hanging around with those people. But if they don't, if that doesn't, then change it. Find something else. There's so much out there for you, folks. And my prayer is that today that you will find it. That you will find the healing. That you will find the forgiveness. That you will find that life that's worth living. I've been reading a lot of my friends' posts on Facebook, and they're like, oh, just because I forgive you doesn't mean I have to hang out with you. No, it doesn't. Okay, forgive them. Move on. Forgive them. And if they forgive you, fantastic. But folks, I would tell you that the healing is in forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself. Before I used to have a really good prayer, and I used to say, when people would hurt me, I would say, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. See, because people were just doing what people knew how to do, and sometimes they would hurt me, and they didn't know what they were doing, right? So today I pray, Lord, help me to forgive myself, for I knew not what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but now I know a little bit more. And I can do it different. I love you guys. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this time with you. Man, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot say enough. Find your purpose, folks. It's out there. It's out there. Be open to it. Little prayers take you a long way. God, take me there. I'm ready. Guide me. I want to go there. Let's go. So wonderful. Thank you, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.